Right, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan, the channel where we share about your real stories from your real experiences in Thailand with Thai women. And today we have a really amazing story titled Thailand Changed Everything I Thought I Knew About Women. So without further ado, let's jump straight in to today's Thailand story. Dear Dan, first of all, thank you for everything. I truly believe you are a good man who is trying to educate and protect other men, and I wish the best for you and your family. My English is not perfect, so feel free to correct or change anything. A little background about me. I'm 33 years old and from a poor country in the Balkans. I've had many experiences with local women, and because my country becomes a popular tourist destination every summer, I've also met many foreign women from all over Europe who come to our islands for fun. Scandinavian women, German women, British women, all types. But I never had any experience with Asian women before Thailand. Asian tourists rarely come to the Balkans because our salaries are low and our countries are not really luxury destinations. Asian women also don't come here for work because economically there is nothing attractive for them. The reasons I mention my past success with women is because I want to warn other men that none of my experience mattered the moment I stepped foot in Thailand. It all became useless overnight. Now, I had heard the stories before. Older, out-of-shape men arriving in Thailand, suddenly finding themselves with beautiful young women, losing their minds, their money, and eventually their dignity. I used to laugh at those men. I thought they were weak and stupid. Then I arrived in Thailand and I suddenly understood. The moment I saw Thai women, something changed in my brain. I honestly felt like I had never been with a real woman before. Thai women felt much more feminine than the women I grew up around in the Balkans, or the tall, aggressive Scandinavian and Germanic women I usually met during summer seasons. I took the train from the airport into Bangkok and all my clarity about women disappeared out of the window. Very quickly, I became completely reckless around them. I didn't want dates, I didn't want a relationship, and I didn't want to find a nice girl. I wanted all of them immediately, so freelancers became the obvious choice. For me, it was simple. A happy, feminine Thai woman felt 10 times better than any Western woman I had ever met. And I'm not even talking only about, how's your father?
Sexy time. Yeah.
For the first time in my life, I genuinely enjoyed spending time with women outside the bedroom, sitting together during dinner, talking, laughing, drinking together. I actually enjoyed their company. Even knowing many of them were freelancers, I still found them smart, emotionally intelligent, polite, and socially aware. That is something I honestly cannot say about most Western women I've experienced. My whole life, I mostly treated relationships as temporary entertainment. After bedroom action, I would usually count the minutes until the woman left because I couldn't tolerate being around her for too long. People call me misogynistic. These days they call me a passport bro. Maybe they are right. Maybe Thailand simply brought out a softer side of me, or maybe I'm completely insane. Who knows anymore? Now, what shocked me most was that during my first 3 months in Sukhumvit and Pattaya, almost every freelancer treated me extremely well. They were polite, respectful, and some even warned me about scams and money traps because they could clearly see I was new and inexperienced in Thailand. At first, I couldn't believe these girls could scam anyone. Some of them looked so innocent and sweet. But after speaking with other foreigners and finding your channel, I slowly learned the reality of how dangerous some situations can become. When I look back now, I realise how vulnerable I actually was. I was lucky, very lucky. Either I happened to meet genuinely decent women, or perhaps they saw how naive and clueless I was and took pity on me. Either way, everything went smoothly. I had fun, kept things under control, and eventually returned home. But after 1 year back in Europe, something strange happened. I completely lost interest in Western women. Not only emotionally, but physically too. Nothing felt the same anymore. Eventually, I decided to return to Thailand. The first time, my plan was different. I would enjoy Pattaya for a few days, stay careful now that I understood the dangers better, and then travel around non-tourist areas of Thailand to relax and detox from nightlife. I also wanted to consider the possibility of eventually finding a normal Thai woman and settling down someday. But unfortunately, life had other plans. So on my very first night in Pattaya, I went to the jazz music festival on the beach, and there, by complete accident, I saw the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my entire life, and I'm not exaggerating. In all my 33 years, including my previous 3 months in Thailand, I had never seen anyone like her. Her Isan features, her tattoos, the way she dressed, the way she drank and laughed with her wild group of friends. It was obvious she was a freelancer. So I approached her expecting to keep things completely professional. But from the very beginning, something felt different. Her friends were welcoming. We all spent hours together at the festival laughing, joking, drinking and listening to music. She was intelligent, funny, emotionally warm and incredibly feminine at the same time. And as for the bedroom, there is honestly no point trying to describe it. Words are definitely useless here. So, after I paid her and returned to my hotel room alone, I stood in front of the mirror and literally told myself, don't do anything stupid. You know how this story ends. Protect yourself. And somewhere deep inside my head, another voice replied, I would rather die slowly with her than live happily without her. And at that moment, I realized I was already in trouble. So I started texting her the next day, and long story short, we became inseparable. After only a few days together, she told me, I don't feel you are my customer anymore. Please stop giving me money. And I ended up staying with her for 40 days. We travelled together all over Thailand, and honestly, it felt like magic. For me, staying with a woman 24/7 is normally impossible. After 5 or 6 days, I usually feel trapped and irritated. But with her, I never felt suffocated, not even once. We simply clicked together, naturally. No drama, no manipulation, and no stress. But the real test always comes when money enters the equation. So I paid her only for the first 3 nights. After that, nothing. And during the following 40 days, she never once asked me for money, gifts, jewellery, shopping or support. In fact, she often saved me money. Whenever we travelled, she preferred cheaper hotels and cheaper restaurants instead of luxury places. Before I left Thailand, I asked her, how will you support your family now that you stopped seeing customers while spending time with me? So she explained that she had already sent money home earlier that month and that life in Isan is cheap. She said she had already saved enough money to quit freelancing soon and open a small beauty salon back home. She told me her life story too. Her father died years ago. Her brothers do not care about her. Her ex-husband became violent because of alcohol, meth and weed. So she eventually left him. The only people she truly cares about are her mother and her daughter. Even after I returned home, I asked her multiple times if she needed money from me. Every time, she refused. Now listen, I'm not stupid. I know these stories about abusive husbands and struggling mothers can sometimes be manipulation tactics. I know long game scams exist. But here is what confuses me. I am not rich. I am an average Balkan man from a poor country. By Western European standards, I am practically broke. I cannot financially support her, her daughter, her mother, and potentially any future children. There is no financial jackpot waiting for her here. I explained all of this to her honestly. I even directly told her there are many stories online about Isan girls scamming foreign men. I need to protect myself. She became angry and replied back, there are bad women everywhere in the world, not only in Isan. Most Isan women are good people. She also told me she wants a future together someday, either by me eventually moving to Thailand and finding work there, or by me continuing to work in Europe while visiting her regularly every few months. Dan, the truth is this. I am deeply in love with this woman, and at the same time, I am terrified. Even if she is genuine, her beauty alone feels like a life sentence. Everywhere we went, men constantly approached her. We could literally separate for 2 minutes in 7-Eleven and immediately another man would begin talking to her. If I went to the toilet while we played pool, someone would already be asking for her line ID before I returned. I know Thai women do not care much about me being fit, young or handsome. Stability and money matter more. And that's why this situation confuses me so much. Maybe she thinks I secretly have money and I'm testing her. Maybe she simply enjoys my company. Or maybe she truly loves me. Or maybe I'm just another fool slowly walking into disaster while smiling. I genuinely don't know. But one thing I do know is this. It's better to regret something you have done than regret something you never did. Maybe I will eventually move to Thailand and try to build a life there, or perhaps I will move to a richer European country first so I can afford to visit her more often. None of us can predict the future, so I'm not really asking you for relationship advice, but I do want to ask you and your viewers something honestly. When it comes to marriage, isn't the worst case scenario in Thailand usually just losing some money? In the West, divorce can completely destroy a man's life. Courts often favour women automatically, even when the woman is clearly toxic. Men lose homes, assets, savings, and then spend years paying child support while barely seeing their children. Compared to that, the risks of marrying the wrong Thai woman almost feel small. So tell me honestly, Dan, is this love or has madness completely taken over my brain? Best regards to you and your handsome son. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do we think about this Thailand story? Please put your comments down below. He clearly wants some advice. He doesn't want relationship advice per se. He just wants to hear in general what you guys have to say and what I have to say. At the end of the day, right, let's simplify this and not make it complicated. He's not a rich guy. He's got nothing to rob, to steal off him. And the only thing that can really happen to this guy is that he can waste time and he can get his heart broken. But he's wasting time with someone that he clearly is madly in love with. Someone that he clearly thinks is amazingly beautiful. So yeah, life is short. Enjoy yourself. If you're not going to end up losing a fortune and investing money in where you're going to get scammed, etc., then life is for the living. There's one thing that's definitely for certain in this lifetime is that we're all going to die one day. So you might as well enjoy your life, but don't allow people to use and abuse you. You know, I'm not up for that. And I don't think anybody normal or sane is up for that. Nobody agrees with that kind of thing. So don't allow anybody to use you, but enjoy yourself, protect yourself, don't be stupid, keep your wits about you and enjoy it for what it is. Long distance relationships anywhere in the world are extremely difficult, but just be happy and crack on and don't rush into marriage and stuff. Just take your time. I think you need to be living with someone for at least 6 months minimum. You know, some people will say longer, but as a bare minimum, 6 months living together every single day, going through trials and tribulations together, and then seeing how strong the relationship really is. Then you'll really know, because it's not a proper relationship until you're living together and you're going through the grind of everyday life. Now, guys, put your comments down below, and if you've got your own Thailand story, please get it sent in, type it out, and I'll share it on the channel. Get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com, and I'll share it on the channel. Now, guys, before you go, I shared a video yesterday wondering what the hell is going on with my YouTube channel, and it turns out that YouTube's algorithm has lost the plot. I started my YouTube channel in Thailand. I've had it for many years and I've moved from Thailand to the UK for a few months. I should be going back in July, but I arrived on March the 28th back in the UK, which is not long ago. I did a check on my YouTube analytics last night and it looks like I have had 7,333 new people see my videos in the past 28 days, which is absolutely insane. You get more people, more new viewers in one video that see it, more than 7,000 easily just from one video. But in 28 days, it seems that YouTube's algorithm is trying to find a new audience for my content. It doesn't realize that I'm still doing stories, I'm still doing the same old thing. So it's just bonkers. And my new channel, which I started just over 2 weeks ago properly, has received over 100,000 new viewers. The maths doesn't add up. That's got 2,000 subscribers. It's only been going a very short time, a couple of weeks. And this one's been going for years and it's got 33,500 subscribers. So it's bonkers. Some people have told me to use a VPN to see if that will fix it. I doubt it very much. I just think I've just got to keep going until YouTube's bots or the little spiders or whatever you want to call them go through my content, go through my channel and realize that I'm still providing the same type of content, and hopefully it fixes itself then. But all it means is that I've got to work harder, I've got to work smarter and keep grinding and keep cracking on like the rest of humanity. Right, guys, hope you're all well, hope you're doing good. Take care of yourselves out there and ciao for now. Bye bye.